Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim. Surah Yasin, lesson 24, verse 20. وَجَاءَ مِنْ أَقْصَى الْمَدِينَةِ رَجُلٌ يَسْعَى. We are busy with Surah Yasin, the qalb of the Quran, the heart of the Quran. And we are at the qissa, the story of the Qaryah, of this town. Context: this Quran is about 600 years after Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam. He, just before being raised up to that high realm, he dispatched two messengers to this town. So Surah Yasin is it is the qalb, the heart of the Quran, and here the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam is addressing the mushrikeen and drawing their attention to a town in some place in Turkey known as Antioch, where Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam had dispatched two messengers, and they imprisoned them. فَعَزَّزْنَا بِثَالِثٍ, and Allah Ta'ala sent a third. Okay, now they have belied these messengers and accused them. They said, قَالُوا طَائِرُكُمْ مَعَكُمْ. They accused the messengers of a bad omen, and the messengers said, you people are superstitious. You have the bad omens with you. You are ungrateful, and it is within you that the negativity arises, and you bring negativity to yourself and the places surrounding you, and you fill that cup up with superstitiousness and cowardness, and therefore you see us messengers as a bad omen. And I stopped here in the last lesson and mentioned that there's two levels of nafs, the lowest being the nafsul ammara bisu, the soul prone to evil. We are all human, but the problem with that is that you blame the world for your problems. And what this Quran tries to do, and that's how the Ihya of Ghazali, why it is so pertinent and important today, is because it is designed to lift one up at least to the second level of the nafs, known as the nafsul lawama, the nafs of lawm, of blame, where we blame ourselves for our problems and not the world. And that's a mature level of nafs. So here the messengers are telling them that you people are to blame for your blindness of heart and of sight here. And so they told him, أَإِن ذُكِّرْتُمْ بَلْ أَنْتُمْ قَوْمٌ مُسْرِفُونَ. You people of israf, of extravagance, and have transgressed and gone into excess. And you are imprisoning yourselves here in this dunya because of your jahl, your ignorance, which is leading you to barbarism. And they are about to execute this man. And then the image becomes of such beauty here. It is striking. Let's see what the Quran has to tell us here. وَجَاءَ مِنْ أَقْصَى الْمَدِينَةِ. And he came. From where? Min Aqsa al-Madinah. From the Aqsa, the furthest part of this Medina, of this town. Rajulun, a man. Yas'a, pacing. So what this Quran is doing here to us, it is telling us and inviting us to these images here, to a man from the furthest, highest, most noble and upper part of the city. He is pacing and running down to this qaryah, this town. This is absolutely stunning here. It's too beautiful, but we can at least relate to it and see what's happening here. Let's just go back. Once they approached the city, they saw an old man. These are the messengers here. They see this old man tending to some of his small livestock. And this man who is running, his name was Habib, and he was a carpenter. So he is Habib Najjar, Habib the carpenter. He is the man who's pacing and running from the furthest part of the city down. And he inquires about their business. Why are you here, O people? Because he doesn't know they are messengers. And they replied, we are Rasuls, messengers sent by Isa alayhi salam. We invite you from worship of idols to worship of the Rabbir Rahim, of the Lord who is all merciful. And he says to them, do you have an ayah, a sign, so that I may believe you. And they said, we cure the sick and we restore health to those born blind and those suffering. And this man, Habib Najjar, he had a son who had been ill for years. And upon touching the son is healed, and Habib submits and becomes a believer. Now the news spreads, and a multitude of people are cured by their hands. And he comes running, rushing down, because he has been convinced and he believes genuinely this man is sincere in what he is doing. قال, and he says, Ya qawmi, oh my qawm, and this is very beautiful. This is eloquent speech and of the utmost affection. Ya qawmi, oh my people. He's telling the people in Antioch, my people, ittabi'u al-mursaleen, follow these messengers, my qawm. He is reminding them that I am one of you, hence him using the word Ya qawmi. It's beautiful the way he's saying it. Oh, my people, encouraging them, telling them, you know me, I am not a foreigner. We are from one people. Ittabi'u, follow those people who have come here to guide you. Man la yas'alukum ajra. They ask you not for any ajr, for any wage. Wahum muhtadun. They are upon guidance. They don't seek any material gains or leadership or fame. Almost all of them, the prophets, they die with hardly anything to inherit. And therefore the Prophet ﷺ said that the true ulama, they are my heirs, they are my inheritors. They inherit what? Ilm, knowledge. And it's important for all of us to understand that it doesn't matter how many people you have following you, and it doesn't matter how well known you are, because the most obscure person who is unknown and hidden could have such proximity to Allah Ta'ala, and it could be way more than someone with a PhD. Therefore, the janitor, that man or that woman looking after the public toilets, could have a higher proximity and spiritual status before the Creator than one who has a PhD in whatever subject and has 1,000 followers. Why? Because there's no social hierarchy between the servant and the Creator. There's only a spiritual hierarchy. And that depends and runs a lot on how you treat the creation of Allah Ta'ala. If your concern is genuine, if you place goodness in their hearts, if you do things seeking the countenance of Allah Ta'ala. وصلي وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.